hair is a mess. It's always a mess in these videos. I don't know why. But eventually it'll be all gone. Yep, I'm cutting my hair because my grandmother was just diagnosed with breast cancer. If you saw my last video of the letter I wrote for her. We're trying to stay positive. It's only stage 1B, so it has passed into her lymph nodes. I'm going to be raising money for her to make sure everybody can get to her if they need to. She lives in Florida. She doesn't really want to leave the comfort of her home, so we're going to be visiting her. I'm from Massachusetts, so right now plane tickets are friggin' expensive. Anyways, I'm not just raising money, but I'm also making things so that I can give to people that donate whatsoever. Like, I make little crochet bikinis and the dolls. They're all gonna go towards that and help her with her medical bills or help buy her a nice wig. She's very concerned about looking ugly, and I decided to shave my hair soon to let her know it's just hair, you know, it'll come back. But while she is bald, I'm not gonna have any hair until she is treated. And drink green tea. I've changed my diet up a little bit. I've been tracking how I eat and trying to change into a vegetarian. It's so hard, but I believe with all organic food and she eats well, it'll be easier for her body to take in the medication and expel any bad things that it needs to and starve the cells potentially. So we'll see. You can try anything. I mean, medication, yes. People try all of the medication, but I feel like a good diet would go a long way. There's so many pimples, and I just got my period. Anyway, we were laughing about stuff. I like to make my grandma laugh. I started playing the violin. It's not so good, but I told her, I'm like, hey, I know how to play the violin, and she goes, do you really think you're going to become a violinist? So when I go to her, she said that she'd be in the YouTube videos with me. I'm very excited about that, because she says the funniest things, and she laughs like, we kind of have an evil laugh, like, it's deep, and it sounds crazy, like when we're really laughing. And she's just funny. It will come off mean sometimes, but I can laugh it off. She told me that when I was younger, I used to be in ballet. I know I was the biggest kid in ballet. I'm gonna tell you that guys about being experienced with being the biggest kid always in like elementary through, and not so much middle school, because there was a lot of kids that were of different ethnicities, so they ate well and they got big. I mean, I was still one of the biggest ones, but there were some that were huge. They looked like an adult, and some of them lied about their age because they felt like they were too big. Like, they're like, oh yeah, I failed, when clearly they didn't. They would make honor roll and all that stuff. And it's crazy. Anyways, being in ballet, she said it was like a prison, because you guys would go every Saturday because your mom would have to work, so I would have to take you, and while you were in there, I'd call your grandfather, and while she was out calling my grandpa would be like, do you really think that they're going to be ballerinas? And she goes, well, you never know, don't say that, don't be negative. And then he goes, seriously, the bigger one likes to eat a lot, and the other one likes to eat crap. I don't think they're going to be ballerinas. And then she just started cracking up, like, and that's true, I like to eat. That's why I was always the biggest one. I was never petite. My dad's side of the family are so small, like, super tiny. Even if I lost, okay, I'm 150 pounds now. My goal is 130. Just to be healthy and I know eventually I'll be losing the weight anyways because of the diet change, and when I'm with my grandmother, I want to make sure that she eats right and eats a lot because it's going to be very hard for her, and when I'm eating, I'll expect her to be eating, but we'll see how that goes. And then, so I have to make sure I eat right so that we can do it together. It's harder to do by yourself, to change your diet and change your whole lifestyle if someone else isn't doing it and helping you. The only thing I can't do is take the medication, obviously, but, you know, I'll try my best to understand what she's going through, because it's going to be hard. I would hope someone would do that with me, like this. But getting the better understanding of this disease, I'd never really understood how harsh it was on people mentally, physically too, but it drains you if you don't have anybody to go through with or just like talk to anybody about. My grandmother is a very vain person. She loves her hair, she loves her makeup, she loves her eyebrows. She's very concerned about losing her eyebrows. Which, there was this cool thing that I saw online that it's like a lace front for your eyebrows. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, you just glue, I mean, people do it all the time when they're doing fake, when they're being fake, not being fake, acting. They change their eyebrows. They glue on some kind of eyebrow. So I would think that you could do that too. So I looked it up. And she was kind of happy. She's like, get me those. I'll have to get her angry eyebrows and change her expression every time. Be like, hey, now you're angry. Change. That'll be funny. Or you're sad. I told her makeup does so many things these days. You know, we just put on a lot of makeup. In fashion these days, they have been showing a lot of things without eyebrows. Kim Kardashian bleached her eyebrows for the Love magazine. So, hey, I'm like, if Kim Kardashian can do it, then we can do it. I'm thinking about shaving off my eyebrows. I won't be able to do that anymore, but I'll be doing it with like a squiggly line. You know, and Whoopi Goldberg doesn't have eyebrows, and no one says anything. So I wouldn't expect anybody to say anything about my eyebrows. I'll just keep shaving them off if she loses them. That's not a promise, but I'm thinking about it. I wouldn't mind. I don't know. Once I do it, like, I'll just do like, I'll take a video of it. Once I do one, I have to do the other. There's no going back from that. But I'm gonna take a video of me and my grandma shaving her heads. I'm gonna hold her hand while she's doing hers. Hopefully we can get someone to do like 2 chairs at the same time, like one person on one side and then my grandma on the other. She's gonna get her beauty salon lady to do it, of course, but instead of going to a barbershop, because she does not trust anybody. Anyone. For her hair, even if she had no hair. And I wouldn't either. I would expect like a shape up, my shape up. I don't know. But the shape up is this, right? I wouldn't want this shape. I kind of like, I don't know. I'm glad I have this. I think I'd leave it. I wouldn't try to make this square or anything like that. I'd leave it alone. Yeah, I'd leave it alone. I just let it grow out like normal. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna bring my dogs with me to Florida. They're both from Florida. I took them back to Massachusetts, but now they're gonna go back and forth with me to Florida. And as you can imagine, that's gonna be so expensive. You can't discount on dogs. I can discount on me. I can have a lower rate than they do. Let's say one way I get $83 back to Massachusetts. Theirs will still be $100. That's why this is gonna, selling my stuff and being able to raise money just so that I can come back and forth and help her out will help tremendously. And be able to not only do that, help her. I said, if you need help with your medical bills, we'll do that. And then also just be able to, because she really wants to get into raising money for other charities too, because she feels that'll make her feel better and give her other things to do. She usually, on every Saturday, she does her hair. So just like my letter, she has routines, and she does love her routines. So if she has something that she feels is fulfilling that, she'll be super happy, so happy. So we're going to do everything we can to raise money for breast cancer and awareness. I want to find one that helps people. Let's say if they can't afford all the organic foods. If anybody has a link to that, let me know. Organic food or anything of that sort that helps you cure things with food, and research on that. I prefer to donate to that, not medical research. It's good and all, but I feel like food is the best source. People have been using it for all these years, donating to people that use natural remedies. That's the kind of stuff I really, really, really want to donate to. So please put a link below, comment, thank you. Hopefully this journey goes well. I believe so. She only has 8 months of treatment, but the good times come with the bad. And I believe it'll go good.